we present SUFU's 50th anniversary celebration, a look at where we're going and where we've been. SUFU formed as the Urodynamic Society in 1969 and has been instrumental in advancing the care of individuals with voiding and pelvic floor disorders since its inception. The Society's earlier meetings provided urologists and basic scientists with a pivotal forum to discuss lower urinary tract physiology and pathophysiology and develop urodynamics.
These were the experts who really didn't get a lot of respect at their own institutions because they were interested in forms and graphs and measuring things like piddle patterns and that sort of stuff. They were looked at as kind of being a little odd.
What I remember about the Urodynamic Society in those days, that it was such a collegial, informative group that was always intellectually testing one another, and we were questioning. Norm Zinner and Jacques Sousset, and Emil Tanago, of course, were kind of the pillars of the intellectual environment that stimulated us to think. And that's what I loved about those early days.
In the early 80s, Neurourology and Urodynamics was founded as a publication for both basic scientists and clinicians.
What was the reason? Why did we need it? There was no other forum to bring together the diverse specialties and areas of expertise in one place where we could interact with one another.
As interest in voiding dysfunction and urodynamics grew, the Society's membership expanded in the late 1990s.
There was a real explosion in the increase in knowledge in vaginal surgery, as well as treatment of female incontinence.
We had to go just beyond urodynamics, reconstruction in men and women, geriatrics, genital virus syndrome, incontinence, prolapse, lots of different topics. So I think we've come a long way.
The last 2 decades have been a time of exponential growth, highlighted by the inception of its own annual meeting.
This meeting has really become the major focal point of most people in our field. The academicians who had interest in teaching and education and research, that's where they went.
I really think the biggest advance was the fact that SUFU became the leader in advocating for pelvic health disorders in women amongst urologists. And I think that not only resonated with us as a membership and really galvanized us with a new primary purpose, but it also resonated with the AUA, the ABU, and many of the other urologic societies that we interface with.
This was followed by an inclusive rebranding of the Society's name and involvement in the creation of pivotal guideline and position statements.
Our membership needed a statement from the organization in support of what is really the gold standard treatment for female stress urinary incontinence. We needed facts and data and science, and SUFU went out and did that.
It's a critical part of the armamentarium of most clinicians who take care of patients with stress incontinence.
The use of the Botox obviously expanded dramatically and really revolutionized the treatment of a refractory overactive bladder. And the same thing happened with InterStim as well.
We were mainly dealing with trying medications, different types of medicines, and even then we didn't have all the medicines available for our use today. This offered an entirely new avenue of treatment, minimally invasive therapies that really have significant efficacy and offered a lot of hope for our patients.
The future of SUFU is bright, with the Society's emphasis on research, education, and mentorship.
The organization has really strived to educate specialists in our field, general urologists, and most importantly, residents and fellows.
About 15 years ago, we started the SUFU mentorship program, which continues to go very well and has really inspired, in my opinion, a whole generation of young people to come into the subspecialty of pelvic reconstruction.
Our mission has grown, our society has grown. We've developed into really a quite powerful and influential organization.
One of the great things about SUFU is that we do have that small, intimate feeling that really allows those sort of relationships to grow. And I think that allows us to have shared vision and allows us to really reach our potential for excellence and ingenuity.
It's a place where I go to learn sort of new things in our field. I'm obviously delighted to see how much SUFU has expanded, in the last 20 years that I've been involved in it, and I think it will continue to have a really important role in people's careers.
I think that education will always remain at the forefront of what SUFU is all about.
I think it's thriving. I think we encourage young members to become a part of our organization. It's where you're going to find physician leaders. It's where you're going to find collaborations. We're trying to establish things like research networks, and I think you'll find a home here.
And so I say, thanks, SUFU.
I'm very proud to have been part of it at the beginning, and I'm certainly proud to be part of it at this stage as well.
Thank you, SUFU.
Thank you for the privilege of allowing me to serve you.
Thank you, SUFU.
Thank you, SUFU.
So I'd like to thank SUFU. There's been amazing changes in the scope what SUFU offers.
Thank you, SUFU.
Thank you, SUFU.
SUFU has meant so much to so many of us. We've had a great 50 years, and here's to 50 more great years.
Collaboration. I think that's the most important thing. We need to take care of each other and push each other to come up with new and innovative ideas. And I think we can only do that at our best together.